Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Biome Exile SMP. Today's episode is going to be slightly different than normal. So, a little while back in preparation for episode 10 on Molecular Narwhal's channel, they started doing tours of different people's biomes. However, in episode 10, which you can watch here, they announced that instead, the world tour would end up being around episode 20. So because a lot of things have changed since, and a lot more things will change in the meantime, I thought I'd put up the tour that happened on my biome as a little catch-up episode for everyone. Also, I want to take this time in the beginning of the video to apologize for the lack of uploads recently. As you might understand, December is quite a busy month, and it's been really difficult to get anything recorded, but I'm working on it, and hopefully we can get back into the normal schedule soon. Also, if you enjoy this video and want to see more Biome Exile SMP, then don't forget to click the like button and suggest anything you want to see me do on the server in the comments below. And don't forget to click the subscribe button to see my future uploads. So, without further ado, here is the tour of my biome.
Alright guys, we are here with Zogog, right, Zogog?
Hello!
We're here with Zogog and he's gonna show us around his stuff. He is the mushroom biome dude, and he's also like the redstone master here.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say.
Alright, Zogog, take it.
Right, I really have to hope that nothing's broken now, but I guess we should start with the 2 shops in spawn, or 1.5 shops, I guess.
Now, I just noticed your other shop. I didn't know you were making another shop. I noticed this like literally last night. I yelled at Jessica. I was like, there's another shop back here.
Yeah, I had my eye on this place for quite a while, but this is my main mushroom shop, which has some basic stuff in it. I need to decorate it a bit more. I'm probably going to change this to mycelium, to be fair.
That would make sense.
But I've got mycelium on sale. I recently restocked with 2 stacks. That's quite nice. And as you suggested, I've put the price up a bit because it kind of spreads, which is something I didn't think of.
Once you get one, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell anybody that, guys.
And the second one was a bit more of an awkward one because I'm selling mushrooms rather. So I've got a little book and quill for 216. I'm not sure how many ingots that is, but basically if you go in it, you can place a delivery, say where you want it, how many, etc., and you throw it in the hopper and I'll give it to you, hopefully.
Nice.
So
do you deliver to the ocean?
I could. Yes.
Fantastic.
I deliver
see him
anywhere.
Transport like 4 villagers to his place.
That was epic. That was so funny. I love that so much.
That video killed me.
Well, if it wasn't for Milan, I wouldn't have even known that was a thing. So that was great teamwork right there. But yeah, this is my shop. It needs a bit of kind of redoing, but it made me fall in love with the bone block. So
I really love it. Like I remember in the video you used quartz to do it, and it was like I swear in the world it's made out of bone blocks, because in the actual video you were making out of quartz. I'm like, it does not look good with the quartz.
I thought it was bone blocks in the video.
Oh wait, did you use?
I used bone block, yeah.
I could have sworn you built it with quartz in the video.
That might have been. I'm not sure if I showed my testing world for it. Maybe that was what it was, or
maybe I was just half drunk.
Or maybe it just looks so similar.
I saw the end.
Yeah, maybe it looked different on the video to me, but yeah, it looks really good. I always like the ones that are like thematic. I was telling Gaz this when he was giving us our tour. I like the ones that are like a shape, so like the mushroom and the tree and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this sort of thing. And then my other shop, which is kind of like 50% done, is over here. Oh no, I've just realized I was doing some testing.
Kind of
that ignore.
What is it gonna be? Are you?
Oh, I broke it. Ignore. Actually, no, it's not.
To say yet?
I'm actually, I'll be fine to
door,
say.
though.
Yeah, this is what I was breaking.
The door?
It's a
The
spiral.
door was crazy.
It's a spiral door.
Nice.
Do that.
Wait.
Oh yeah, go over it again. I pressed the button as well.
Do it.
It's not working. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was on it as well. Yeah.
That's so cool.
This is what I was trying to fix before you start
And does
recording.
it go on the other side too?
Yeah, it'll work on the other side.
How did you do that?
I broke it so many times because I was just using a normal piston, or not piston, pressure plate, and it kind of like screwed the middle block up. But it's if you've ever done redstone, you know what a T flip-flop is. It essentially is like a pressure plate acting as a button almost, or like a one-time input. So that turns it on, and that turns it off. So yeah, I've just put that up to a T flip-flop in the bottom on both of these. And
I get the pressure plate part. What I don't get is how you take the middle. It looks like there's 2 pistons
it's a double piston extender. Please don't ask me how to explain it, because I couldn't. Tutorials are my friends. So yeah, inside I'm still not 100. Oh, god damn it! Right, let's do that. That will fix it. Right, there we go. Now you can't close it. Here is the actual, like, inside. I was trying to emulate the outside bit because that's kind of what it naturally looked like. But I'm still not 100% sure. This is kind of just concept at the moment. But I'm actually thinking of selling, like, because I've got so many villagers, I'm thinking of selling stuff like some basic, like, nicely enchanted pickaxes for some people. So, like, efficiency 5 and breaking 3 if people want them, if they're doing, like, a big job and kind of want just a cheap pickaxe that can help them out.
Right. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to put mending on it, just saying, because...
Oh, god dang it.
You know, otherwise it's just going to be one pickaxe and out. It's like the mycelium, man. I've got to keep customers. But yeah, might move on to some like axes and whatever. But I was thinking of calling it the perfect pick because like a good pickaxe and it's the perfect pick of a shop. So
you get like lots of like
fantastic.
Bane of arthropods things and stuff like that. You could do like specialty. You could do like skeleton killers.
Yeah, I got two Bane of Arthropods 5 villagers right after each other, and I was kind of upset about it, but
nice.
Yeah.
Or you could do like wither gear, and it could be a sword with smite, and then like explosion damage.
Yeah, I might do stuff like fire protection because I noticed Gpemby put up a video recently that was like him going to the Nether, and he was like, I really want fire protection, so I could hook him up with that and stuff. So yeah, just
that's in the Nether. It is nice because if you have full fire 4, I think you can swim in the lava. So
yeah, plus eventually when we get like a lot of potions, someone's probably going to make a potion shop at some point. So
true.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It's like everyone makes prot 4 armor, but nobody ever thinks to make fire prot 4 armor or explosion damage prot 4 because
this stuff's just protection 4 normally anyway. So but yeah, this is just kind of 50% done. It's kind of the concept, and then not much else. I'm going to try and not lock you in.
This is like really cool.
Let's try and
I think the shop name's great.
Yeah, I was actually really happy with myself when I thought of it, so yeah.
Wait, hang on, there's a name to the shop? Where's the shop name, man?
It's not up yet, but I was going to call it the perfect pick because it's a great shop, and also because you get great pickaxes, man.
That's hilarious.
I'm still not sure on a sign though, because I'm not sure if I want to waste diamonds on a diamond pickaxe in the air. I probably have enough diamonds to do it, but I don't know if I want to use them there.
Wait, to make like a big diamond pickaxe?
Or like even like a little one, but probably made of like diamond blocks or whatever, obviously. So,
dude, that'd be epic.
You
could do it like packed ice or something, though.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably test around with that, but
dude, you look like you're rolling in the dough though if you make a pixel art out of diamond blocks.
Well, I mean, having Fortune 3, you know, you get it quite. I was really upset about that. Like, I got like a stack of diamond ore worth before I even like got Fortune 3, so I've wasted so much potential. No. It's really kind of annoying. Let's try and...
That's why I'll just try to not pick diamond ore for as much as I can until I get a fortune pick, at least Fortune 2.
Yeah, I meant to do that, but like I just kind of... It was just a night of mining, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna... It didn't even cross my mind, but yeah, let's anyway go up to my lovely thing, which I still haven't gotten rid of your sign because it, I don't know, makes me happy. But yeah, here we go. I forgot I brought you all.
This place is so cool.
I just want you to know that this was like one of our top 3 choices. So
I was like on the edge about it because I was like, I can do a lot, like I can be a lot safer here because obviously like I don't have to worry about, you know, creepers blowing stuff up, except that one time one came through here and blew me up. But yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But you know, other than that, like there's a few things that are limited, but at the same time, it's kind of, you know, that's what the shops are for, I guess. So that's always a great thing. But I guess where do we start with this? I guess the biggest thing, second biggest thing, I guess. First, which is the pumpkin farm, which people have been questioning why is the main question. Why?
Yeah,
why so tall?
That's literally been Caleb's question. Why does he need that many pumpkins?
That's my question.
I like emeralds, okay?
Wait, do villagers buy pumpkins a lot?
Yeah, farmer villagers.
And
you can,
that makes sense.
The best one, if you want to come down here, you can see the recent renovations I just made. Actually, today I did this.
No.
I was literally going down and you kicked me out.
We struggle with getting down little holes, apparently.
But yeah, basically, this is going to be dark oak eventually. I just have to wait for dark oak to be restocked. So, Yeah, but these are all going to be full of pumpkins. This actual row is actually completely full of pumpkins at the moment. So,
Jeez. Well, sell these pumpkins, man.
yeah,
I
I
would
just
literally buy the pumpkins.
Just
have
make an
to
emerald
wait.
pickaxe.
I have to wait for a good villager though, because the best villager you can get for pumpkins is 8 pumpkins for a diamond, which means you can get for an emerald rather.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I'd be really rich.
Oh, I thought you said for diamond. I was like,
no.
oh man.
But it's 8 for an emerald, which means a stack gets you 8 in itself, which is pretty damn cool.
That's
Currently, I
pretty
have
good.
12
Wow.
for an emerald, so
Oh, that's still pretty good.
I was
mean,
kind
you're
of
making
upset.
like 500 pumpkins a minute, so.
I was really upset because I had, I think, 9. I had a villager that had 9 for 1 emerald, and he got struck by lightning, which turned him into a witch.
Can you
along with-
undo? You
No,
can't
no,
turn a
you
witch
can't. No, you
Yeah.
can't, unfortunately. So
I remember watching you make this on video, and when you got knocked off by the world height, I was like, "What the heck is he doing?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Why is he building it so freaking tall? What is he gonna do?" I didn't realize.
I was kind of like, because what happened is it happened while I was trying to like kind of inside the machine, and that was the first time it happened, and I was kind of like so confused. I got about halfway down the tower before I realized what was happening, and I was like, "Where's my bucket of water?" And then I placed a block and fell on the block from like 128 blocks. And I didn't have feather falling, but now I do, so I can probably survive that, to be fair.
I don't know if you can survive that fall even with feather
Actually,
falling,
to be fair, I probably couldn't. But I could probably hit some water, like somewhere close,
yeah, that's true.
before I could do that. Next is my nether portal, which is really nothing to write home about. I need to move it, I think, because it doesn't look very good. But yeah, just it's as my motto generally goes in this game, or at least I may have said this multiple times in my videos, but like functionality first, prettiness second.
Right.
So that's kind of how I work. Like I get something working, then I make it look good. Except this thing, which I think looks good on its own, kind of.
I remember in one video you were like, everything's stone brick now, but I plan to change everything with glass, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, what did I say that about? I'm confused.
I don't know. It might have been in reference to your
I think it was the iron farm.
the iron farm or something like that, or maybe it was the villager farm. You're like, I'm building this out of stone brick now, but I think I want to build it all out of glass later. And I was like, oh god, please. It'll look really cool, but it will be so hard.
I think I might have meant the dropping mechanism for the iron golems over at the iron farm.
Okay,
maybe.
good.
Because
It would look really cool, but it would be really hard.
Holy crap, look at all this.
Because the issue there would be that mobs don't spawn on glass, so I don't think iron golems would
that's
either.
true.
Which is my slight issue, like all the mob stuff has to go in the ocean, because obviously I can't spawn anything in this biome. Yeah, this is all the stuff from fishing, because it was just kind of taking up too much space.
Oh jeez.
Plus I like died with a full, like, this entire set of armor I've got, like an efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, mending and silk touch and all this stuff. My like fully enchanted diamond sword that I just added everything to, and my bow, which is like perfect, I died to, died in my mine. So I kind of had to like put everything together, get everything together, and be like, I'm rebuilding this stuff. I spent my entire night doing this. This I'm kind of still upset about because like those two come up first because they're like activated by the pressure pad, but it works.
You can't. I don't think there's really a way to fix that.
No, there isn't. I think I've ever found one.
Dude, I have a genius idea for enchantment table that I can't tell you because it's proprietary, but you're gonna love it when you see it.
I look forward to it.
Dude, it's amazing.
So yeah, then chicken farm, well, chicken breeder kind of thing that's full of eggs. You know, nothing too impressive.
What? Oh, is it just an egg?
Yeah, it's pretty much egg farm until like, because right now I'm just using pumpkin pies, but if I ever want to switch over to those, I'll go with those with cooked chicken, or if I want to make, or I can make pumpkin pies out of it as well because I've got everything. I've got pumpkins, a lot of them, sugar, and also chicken eggs. So that's good.
Hatch chickens in the ocean on accident.
This is a like a micro farm thing. You just fill this up with some bone meal, and it sort of what will happen is like they put 3 bone meal, which will guarantee it's fully grown, and then before like that'll happen before it pops out because it's too dark in there, which is kind of nice. So it's pretty nice, easy way to get a lot of stuff pretty quickly, and it's pretty small as well. So
nice.
The only problem is you need a lot of bones, which is why I think when I helped you earlier, I was asking for bones, which may sound weird considering I've got a skeleton spawner. So
and a mob spawner.
And a mob spawner. The problem with the mob spawner though is it's very inefficient when other people are online, so I kind of have to find that sweet spot. So
true,
because not everybody's lit up everything, and because my biome doesn't spawn anything, the mob cap goes like filters into other people's areas. So
Right.
yeah, I just have to kind of wait for a few people to light up more.
Multiplayer problems.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good, and I've just finally finished the sorting system and the rails
Just
and
be
stuff.
happy it worked at all, because the last couple of times I've been on servers, mob spawners just didn't work.
Well, yeah, I'm very glad this happened.
You run into random problems like that where like
Yeah.
farms just don't work for some reason.
I was on a server and I tried to build an elevator and it just would not work. And I can't
Yeah.
tell you how mad and frustrated I got. I probably was offline for like 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, on the like last server I was playing on, I was in my testing world, made this perfect like slime block like jump platform thing, and then went on the
Right.
server and it just didn't work because of server lag, and I'm like, oh, I've got to redesign this entire thing.
Dude, that sucks so bad.
This is a cobblestone farm, which I think is currently off. But please don't break everything. Okay. Anyway, I don't use this much anymore because I've got just Silk Touch. So I just
I think Milan made one of these after seeing it.
yeah, it's very useful.
Milan has one like
but
that. Now.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
pretty
need.
cool. I've never seen that before.
It was
I've
when I
always made
needed-
the old-fashioned one.
It was when I needed a ton of pistons for these, and I was like, I just have, smooth stone. That's it. Oh
Right.
God.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah. Next we have just this kind of is just like it's here and it grows when I'm doing a long project, and it kind of just I can stock up every so often for trading. It's literally the only reason. Then I guess if we filter back to here, we've got a bit more of a boring one. We have a pretty basic sugarcane farm, which I found it quite amusing recently because a little while back, GPMB made a sugarcane farm, and he referenced my video on it,
Yeah.
and he was like, because the way this works is it's a bud detector for whenever this one grows, it pushes all the pistons, and he was like, let's work out how to do this. But it's
then he doesn't do it.
he
He didn't do it
because-
he didn't do the bud detector in the end though.
no, he did the armor stand thing, but like.
Yeah, which I've never seen either. That's
No,
pretty cool.
I actually haven't seen that before, which is, I guess, kind of interesting. But like, I think he probably didn't understand it 100% because I think he just put the piston down, believing it would go forward when the sugarcane went up. So yeah, there's unfortunately a bit more to it than that.
He
But
also
yeah,
made it 2 stories as well.
yeah. This is just something that I use to tie myself over. Something bigger is going to probably replace this at some point. Hopefully, I learnt my lesson from this thing. Hopefully, and I
Don't
don't
make it too big.
and I don't fall to the ground. I might throw it a few layers down so it doesn't go to world height.
Oh, I couldn't imagine making this tall. I would have thought you'd have made it like longer, if anything.
No, it's going to be a completely different design to this than this one.
Okay.
The problem is the design I've got in mind. I need a lot of slime, so in turn I need a lot of gold. So yeah,
Oh, boy.
but yeah, this has got like 9.5 stacks in it. So, and I've not really
Nice.
used it too often, so it's okay, but not great. This is one that I do really like. I'm actually kind of proud of this. And it's the smallest, most like basic thing in the world, but I'm kind of proud of it. This is a trash bin. So what will happen? I have like a lot of rubbish items from fishing and stuff like that, and just generally like the mob spawner and stuff like that. You pick up a load of junk items. So you just open this chest, put an item in. It's a trap chest, so it won't. The
Right.
hopper gets locked while it's open, and then it just sort of puts it into a dropper and throws it into lava, which is pretty cool. Makes an annoying ticking sound, but I think it's pretty nice for the moment, and it just kind of, it does what it needs to do, and I just kind of like the design for some apparent reason. It just kind of, in my opinion,
Yeah,
looks
it looks
quite
pretty
nice.
cool. I like it. It's cute.
Then we
Oh.
have.
Wait, Zach, I need help.
Okay. I cannot tell you the amount of times I fell in this thing while trying to get like a good shot of this thing. I'll keep that out just in case you fall in again.
That's a good idea.
But like every time I was.
Cows.
Yeah, I need to
those
get rid
cows.
of it. I was like, let's have a good shot of this, and then I just kept on doing this. And it wasn't great. But yeah, we have the fishing farm here, which I've noticed like a load of people on the server, we all seem to have our unique problems with the fishing farm. For some reason. Like mine is like the basic iron door farm, but then we tried to build that over Milan's place, and I think Ben tried to do that as well, and it didn't work at his area for some reason, so they've gone with different designs. it's kind of weird, but I guess whatever works. So
There's a problem in Spigot where certain fishing farms don't work depending on the direction that they face.
that might
So
be
if
it
they
then.
face- I think west is the direction they have to face for this one to work. I don't remember really. That's like off the.
This is facing east, so I don't know.
I think
then.
they have to face west. But okay, so if you're facing, maybe it's east.
Maybe
then
it might be like
work.
east and west, and then north
Yeah.
and south don't work. That might be a thing. But yeah, we've got the like. I kind of go overkill on my storage, but yeah, here's my my storage for
Oh, jeez.
fishing.
Well, I know everybody else has like one chest, and I'm like, if you're AFKing overnight and you get a good enchanted book streak, you're toast.
That's why I don't like. Obviously, I can't check on other people's biomes because of just we can't like break blocks. But I'm really confused by like Lord Oprah's. Oh, I just alt tabbed out the game.
Uh huh.
I just alt tabbed out the game. That was great. But yeah, like I was very confused because he's been AFKing like at the fishing farm. I've been checking up on him quite a lot recently, and I'm like, I can see one double chest. How are you storing this stuff?
Right. So maybe he's just going for levels. I don't know, but
He might be, or he might just have hidden stuff again. I don't know. Oh, there's a zombie villager. Not zombie villager. Zombie pigman.
well, he's really far from the portal.
Yeah, I saw him carry over a second ago, but
Jeez, he came all the way. They come to villagers just like normal zombies, don't they?
I don't think so. But these villagers here are actually the villagers that you were planning to take. They currently want to breed with each other.
Sweet.
Yeah, you asked for 2, and I was like, hey, there's 2 I've already got like here. And this guy's a toolsmith. This is actually an armor smith, which is actually fully unlocked. So
Oh, nice.
if you want a
This is
diamond
a
chest plate for
toolsmith.
free for I think 12 emeralds.
Well, these will be
19.
good. I have an epic building plan at spawn, but I can't reveal it at this time.
Okie dokie then. But yeah, these 2 want to breed already, so eventually when you take them, they'll be
Nice.
good for breeding anyway. I've got this little thing because I logged into the server one day. Actually, no, I think I was AFK fishing, but I logged into the server one day, and I had a bit of an issue because I thought, well, I knew there were no villagers like in my little collection area, but I checked in here. This wasn't here. It was kind of open top, and I saw none of my villagers were actually in here, and like all my villagers that were kind of like holed up in areas had just despawned somehow or had been attacked, which is a bit of a confusion. I was
I
thinking,
remember you talking about that in your episode. Yeah.
yeah, I think maybe there was like because I think zombie sieges can potentially still happen in this biome. Maybe it might be something like that.
Come from underground was my best theory.
Yeah.
If they're all in one block and it was open, it's possible that a lightning strike turned them all into witches,
Oh, that's actually a very good point. I
and
didn't
then
think
they
of
would
that.
have died when the sun came up. So.
Yeah, or just despawned when I wasn't
Oh
there.
yeah, I think in the biome they might automatically despawn. No, I don't think so. They would
No,
turn into
'cause
witches and they would be here. Yeah.
Yeah, because these guys would have automatically despawned otherwise. My other theory was there are a few bits of ocean on like the shore that it could have potentially been from, but
Oh right, there are different biomes with grass on them.
yeah. But yeah, here's the collection area for them. It's kind of a nice little system. You press this button here, and then a minecart comes through, picks one up, and then you can kind of have a look at him. This guy's a Fletcher, for example.
Oh wow, it just brings them down.
Yeah, and then if I want to like get rid of him, I can. Well, if I want to get rid of him, I can kill him, or if I get rid of the minecart, he'll go up and cycle back into the system.
I've never actually seen a villager like farm before until you made this one, so it's actually pretty cool to me.
And then potential other thing is just I can open this piston here, open this one as well, and push him through if I really want him. But
That
this
you can
guy's
deliver him to your storage area.
yeah, but this guy's pretty boring. So,
Well, he would buy a string for an emerald.
but I probably have better stuff already.
I have string coming out the wazoo.
I will when that starts working.
Oh my god.
Well, no worries. There's probably another one in here somewhere.
Okay.
Probably. But mainly librarians are the ones I go after, obviously.
Right, paper's pretty easy.
But I've got my like, oh, there's a cleric already being bred down here, so you can sort of have a look at what's happening. You can kind of see into the system, make sure everything's not broken. Which actually, I think those slabs are supposed to be in line with the other slabs, so there is a potential bit of this is broken, which is great.
So when he grows up, he floats up.
Yeah, when he grows up, he'll just grow into this block here or half into that block, and then he'll just automatically, as their AI sort of dictates, flow up. So that's kind of good.
I tried to right click him, but I have that texture, the texture pack you use now, and so I didn't realize there was glass there.
Yeah, that's a slight issue I've been having. Like sometimes I was thinking of making like, you know, that spiral door I made. I was thinking of making one out of glass.
Oh.
So it would just confuse everybody that had clear glass.
Oh man, you'd literally run into it.
The only issue there would be the fact that obviously you'd see the pistons and the mechanics and whatever. So
yeah, that would be lame.
Before we get to the iron farm, I guess we can quickly go over to the trading hall, which is, I guess, the second to last big thing. But it's where this leads to. Kind of got to clear it up again. I still need a few items. I need some bone blocks, which I just need to AFK a lot for, and I need some. I need some red stained clay, a lot of it. Some dark oak, and I actually need some sea lanterns as well. But I have been basically I didn't want to buy them yet until everything else is restocked. So yeah, we'll get to it when it eventually happens.
Sorry, I just had a weird issue.
Fair enough.
I'm back.
All right,
Yeah.
So as you can see, I've got everything written on top of these. I had a slight issue where like certain villagers take like there's all the armor smith, the toolsmith, and the weaponsmith all take coal, for example, and diamonds and iron. So I wrote all those down originally, and I realized it's kind of stupid to have all of those, like 3 different sets of ones that trade iron. I think there's actually like 4 sets that trade coal, because one of these earlier ones trade coal or whatever. I think, actually no, I can't remember which one it is, but one of them trade coal. So I thought, we might as well just take all those out. Had to change the design slightly, but yeah. Got all these ones. These are probably going to be the hardest, getting all the different types of colored wool from
So these are what they
shepherds.
sell?
Or
That's what they sell
buy.
them? Or
For
buy,
now,
okay.
I've just got the reference of being like, oh, this one's light blue wool, but I haven't said if they're buying or selling, for example. When we go down to one that actually is like this one, for example, it says 1 emerald for 5 glass, whereas if it was, let's say, 5 glass for 1 emerald, I'd switch those 2 around, so I know I'm selling for what I'm actually buying. But stuff like this, 64 emeralds for efficiency 5. Preferably, I needed to get a better one, but he's still pretty good.
That's a good book, though.
Yeah,
And
still
he has an
need.
Aqua Affinity book, which isn't bad either.
Yeah, I think this guy over here is actually cheaper potentially, but this one is my favorite villager because he is protection 4 for 43, which isn't amazing, but still good, and my cheapest mending, which is 12 emeralds. So, and my other, I think, best mending is 22 at the moment. So, which I think is this guy with the feather falling.
All you people need to be selling mending.
Well, I mean, that's probably going to be an extra add-on thing for the perfect pick shop. So,
Gosh.
gotta add that. But yeah, I got sharpness 5, which is quite nice. Frostwalker 2, which I will guarantee I will try and jump into some water and kill myself if I use that. Even if I do have feather falling. Oh, the best, I mean, enchantment ever. Bane of Arthropods 5. Oh, beautiful. Best enchantment. Yeah.
Well, it's good for killing spiders and silverfish, so you got that going for you.
I mean, you have a spider spawner at yours, so maybe you can be my first customer. You can put looting on it, and then you can get extra drops. So
yeah, because I need a lot of extra spider drops.
well,
right
I mean,
now.
if you get a Fletcher,
That's true.
any drops is
That's a good
never
point.
too many drops. But yeah, I got some other guys. I've realized this one guy down here is amazing. Or well, not one guy down here, but like my clerics are really good because I realized you can get bottles of enchanting from them, which are great for mending tools because you can just kind of throw them and drop them. But I also only recently realized that even if you have, like, let's say armor that's fully repaired with mending on it, like my chest plate, leggings, and boots are fully repaired, there's still a potential that the XP will try and go to those.
Mhm.
And then if it can't repair those, it will just go straight to your XP instead of choosing a different like thing to repair. So I've only recently realized that, like, after buying so many bottles of enchanting. But yeah, it's
Basically, you should take off your armor.
you should take
before
off
you use it.
like if I was repairing my helmet, I should do that instead.
Oh
But
yeah. I figured that out as well. Actually,
Yeah, it's
recently.
Kind of useful. But yeah, this guy I think is my cheapest diamond sword. 12 for a diamond sword. Unbreaking 1 and Bane of Arthropods 1.
It's not bad. You're trading a couple emeralds for sword.
My preferable thing to do with this, that is actually the cheapest one if I remember correctly, is just buy 2 of them and combine them together in the crafting table, and it makes an unenchanted one.
Yeah, that's probably better than the Bane of Arthropods.
And same with the diamond pick over here as well. But this one's actually pretty good. Efficiency 2, silk touch, and unbreaking 3, so...
Well, that's a pretty good start, yeah, right there.
That actually means that I don't have to worry so much about a silk touch book at the moment.
Yeah, and
so
Silk Touch is actually one of the few things where, I mean, I guess you can use mending on it, but the problem with it is you don't get levels with it, so... But
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to get levels with it for it to get mending, so...
I recently did a what I call a fortune tower, if you may have seen one of those I previously did in an episode, which is actually what these 2 chests are full of. This is actually now half full of redstone, which was for that project.
Yeah,
because that project there actually for the rails, for powering the rails, actually took 140 redstone blocks. So that was fun. But yeah, I did that, and like you can just see, I was editing it just before we did this video, and you can just see over time the pickaxe slowly like going up and repairing, and then going down and up and down. It's quite interesting to see. But that was before I actually realized the like if I took off my armor, I could have just had it always at full efficiency,
Right, yeah.
or full durability. But in the end, it doesn't really matter when you've got a skeleton farm, which I guess is probably the thing we should look at next before going on to, I guess, the biggest thing here. So a skeleton farm, still need to dress it up a bit, I think. Well, I just know that I need to dress it up a bit, but it's down here, looking pretty shoddy at the moment.
Is it the whole bone alley or bone hallway?
Yeah,
stuff?
like I like this bit, but
Yeah, I like it. I actually think it looks really cool.
it just makes me wish that like there were more stairs and slabs in the game, because I want bone block slabs and stairs. I think it would look nice.
Yeah, I hope
And I could actually do
put
that.
more stuff in there. Yeah. They
I
need more
remember when I was watching the live stream for 1.11, and a lot of people, from what I saw on Twitter, were like, "Oh no, no slabs and stairs! Like the one thing I wanted." I mean, it's great
Yeah,
that we're
but they-
getting mansions, but you know,
Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, I don't care about the mansions. I wish they would add more like variants of all the building blocks. They just need to make slabs and stairs for literally everything, and I would be so
Yeah.
happy.
I mean,
That'd be
in theory,
amazing.
I could just go with quartz slabs and stairs. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah.
it's close enough to the actual thing, but
Nah.
you know, the one thing I really want to see is if you ever remember a while back, the stone half slabs, you used to have like you used to be able to get or admittedly you could only spawn it in, but like you could actually like spawn into the game a like full block which had that the top texture on each side, which
Right.
I think
yeah.
looked like really, really good. But I think they recently got rid of that in one of the updates, like completely from the game, so you can't even spawn it in anymore, which kind of sucks. But
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
like craft blocks? I think it's called crafting blocks. It's a mod. It's like these things, and you can make a block, a plank, or a slab, stairs, pressure plates, and then you right click them with a block, and it will just become whatever block you're right clicking. If they added that
is
to
it similar
Minecraft, that'd
to
be
carpenter's blocks, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
carpenter's blocks. Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah,
I love that mod
Yep.
so much.
dude, they need to do that in Minecraft. I mean, they stole the horses from Mo Creatures. They can steal that from carpenters.
Well, they didn't steal it. I mean, the developer helped them code it, so you know.
Yeah. They didn't literally steal, but yeah,
Also-
they asked him.
Word of warning:
All
there's a potential my internet might cut out in a second, so if I'm gone, that'll be why.
right.
I'm back. Okie dokie. Well, we've only really got one more thing to go. It would be
Alright.
it would be now that it completely screws up, but yeah, we have one more main thing to go to, or two actually.
Alright.
I just realized. Main one is this thing, which is the mob spawner, which obviously had to be built in the ocean biome because obviously, you know how the biome works and everything. So it's all right, I think. I only.
I fell off the ladder.
Well, great. This is actually,
Good job.
you know, that time when we were talking about like, you know, having feather falling and stuff, and I randomly
Yeah.
died. This is like where I was. I like was on
Oh,
this
really?
ladder.
No,
I was
no.
like here while talking to you, and then I dropped, and then I died.
Oh, really?
Like,
That
from-
far?
Yeah, I dropped from like 4 blocks
not
and
far
died
enough.
at full. I dropped from like 4 blocks and died at full, like from
Dang.
full health. But this is actually the killing platform right here.
Right.
All underneath here is hopper minecarts.
Okay, so you did do the minecart system.
Yeah, I just did that in a recent episode. I was actually editing that episode just before this, funnily enough. But yeah, I kind of like this design, the 8-point design, more than the 4 points. I think it kind of looks nice instead of just the diamond. It's kind of more of a star. But yeah, it's kind of overkill. But everything I probably do is. But the way I did this is kind of on a test world with the exact same thing. This is as far as they kind of fall out and items will go. So I kind of had to extend it to be a square, because otherwise it's kind of awkward to do a diagonal hopper dropper, hopper minecart to hopper to chest sort of system as I've set up, which you can actually see from the bottom down here if we go there quickly. But it's kind of awkward to do that, so I had to kind of do this system, which, as I said, I think kind of works quite well. But I've set this up so it has 10 different chests, which, well, a lot of chests on top of that, but 10 main chests, because there are 10 different types of item that this thing can give us. This being rotten flesh, string, bones, arrows, gunpowder. Then we have redstone, glowstone, sugar, sticks, and glass bottles, which those 5 from the witches are on this side, and the other basic stuff is on that side. There is a way to make this farm. Armor, I don't think drops without a player killing. I think it counts as a rare drop.
Really?
So, you can't. It doesn't drop from that. And if it does, then I guess the system will break, and then I'll have to find a fix for it. So, we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, basically, there is a way of making this farm where it doesn't spawn. Quite, I guess, weirdly, you can make it so it doesn't spawn witches or zombies. Just by adding trapdoors onto the top half, the half slab on the top of each layer, which is kind of weird. But I kind of wanted the redstone because I've spent a lot of redstone just on this build, and I know it'll never give me what this is 140 redstone blocks here, for example. It's never going to give me that much back, but it's at least it's going to give me something back, which is kind of nice until someone makes a redstone farm, which is probably going to be in the swamp. So
wait, did you make this all out of powered rails?
This is all powered rails, and then this where you actually see this one of the half slabs above here, which I had to make into a half slab, obviously for the chest to work, is normal rail to make the system work. So if I remember correctly, it's 1,190 powered rails. Yeah.
Why'd you do so many power? Why didn't you just do some normal rails?
Because I don't know.
Just to be hardcore?
Yeah, I guess. Plus sometimes, if I remember correctly, sometimes it kind of mucks up with because this system, this mob farm already breaks sometimes with chunk loading. Already, so right. I don't want because if I go too far in that direction, one of these chunks might deload or whatever. It might keep the minecart hold up in there, but if it's on a powered rail, it should carry on with momentum.
So you have an episode where you'll explain how all this works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't need you to.
Yeah, it'll probably be out before you do the oils. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you to explain this in depth, but if you're gonna have an episode, then guys, go watch this episode. It's probably up already at this point.
As I said, it was actually the episode I was editing before this. So
if by some miracle I remembered to link it, but that's extremely unlikely.
And then the final thing, actually, a very interesting thing. I don't know how far your render distances are on.
All the way.
Okay. Well, at least on 16, which is what I'm set on, there are 3 areas, 3 little pillars you can see. So there's one right by the iron farm, which has a torch on it.
One block out of the water?
Yeah. And there's one over there just before the mushroom shore. And there is actually, if we come all the way over here as well, you should see a pillar on this little hill over here, which again is stone bricks with a torch on top. And there is one all the way over there, which I actually think you can't see in that direction. What this actually is each corner of this build, so each of these 4 corners that are originally here, I went out 128 blocks, which is what the player loads. And the plan is eventually, because while this biome is perfectly fine, I don't really have to worry about lighting this place up to make this efficient. There are a ton of caves under here, obviously. So the plan is eventually to go under all of this area Hopefully, the plan is at least, and light up all the caves below here, which is going to be a daunting task, but that's probably going to be the sort of like live stream behind the scenes sort of stuff. So,
well, you could just AFK on top of it.
I could, but I think there are still
Some places affected.
Actually, no. I think being fully on top of it does work, but you know, I'm weird in a way that makes me.
You want it to work while you're just doing stuff too. Is the problem.
Yeah. Plus, I like to at least know what I'm loading in. Like I'm going to be in the center anyway, so this is kind of overkill. Like it's going to go however many extra blocks. Like that's probably like 20 blocks extra. So, but yeah, I guess the final thing then is, and I hope both of you have Depth Strider, is going to be the Iron Farm.
We're in the ocean biome, so it's kind of a necessity.
Very good point, actually.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was the first.
I'm literally building in the ocean, like.
Yeah,
Ocean
that makes sense. I guess it's just because I went without it for so long, even though I'm like right next to an ocean and been building in it so much.
Well, yeah, first thing I did was tear down the ocean monument, so I needed them for sure for that. So.
Yeah, good point. But this is the Iron Farm. It's only got one layer to it. It's actually been doing pretty well. I mean, currently in here we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stacks and 53. And I used however many stacks of it for that thing, however many stacks of it for that piston, all the piston stuff in that shop in Spawn, and a few other things as well. Hoppers as well. I recently just crafted 64 hoppers, so that's like 5 stacks. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, this is a pretty basic one. This is actually one I built a ton of times before, actually. And I had to go with this one because there is a slight unfortunate part of being on this server, which is obviously we are running Spigot. And that unfortunately kind of... That, yeah, well, not just the Iron Giant. There was another one I was going to build. I built on my test world. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then I realized, wait a minute, we're on Spigot. I can't build that. So it was overkill. It was like, I can't even remember how many iron per hour. But yeah, like I just kind of worked with this. And this is, again, feeding, like this is just one and it's feeding my fine, like me perfectly fine. I can build like 3 within like up to world height. So I can like triple this. I just need to transport like 10 villagers up there to each one, and I really am not up for that at the moment. So
they have to be like 64 blocks apart, don't they, or something like that?
It's a minute. Well, yeah, it's 64 blocks. I would go into like the math behind it, but it's kind of difficult to explain. But
basically,
like,
the villages will mess up otherwise.
Yeah, right. But like I think it's recommended to be 70 just to be safe. So I'm going like.
To what?
It's recommended to be like 70 blocks away from like the center block, so I can still get 3 up in the spawn, and those extra 6 blocks aren't going to give me, another 64 area to work with. So
inside of there, it's actually 2 layers. It's 2 stores, right?
Yeah, it's got 2. It's got 2 layers.
2 stores. Okay, so I made one of these one time that was like that, and then there was another one in the sky, and then there was another one over to the side, and then another one above that one, and it was, I guess, 16 layers total, but. It was pretty good too. So I don't know. This is like the original. Like if it was just 1 layer, that's like the original Iron Farm.
Yeah.
Kind of.
The plan is eventually, as I said, 3 within sort of the 1 footprint. But I can quite easily like. It was kind of like I joked about it, but in the end, it's probably potentially going to be a thing if I get really into using iron. But the plan was to make it like a 3x3x3. So you have like 27 of these things all flowing into this one. Killing them. But the problem there is I need to think about how I'm loading those and if they're going to work. Like I would cut that down to a 3x2x3 if it meant that I was always loading those loads like 9 or 18, I guess, rather than going to 27 and not always loading them. So
honestly, if you just AFK'd here like every night for a week, you'd be pretty set. But obviously, you're going for ridiculous, right?
Well, yeah, there's that as well. Yeah. But like something I read, a suggestion someone made is by every AFK spot there should probably be an AFK like fishing farm. Someone suggested, so you're at least doing something like AFKing 2 things at minimum. So the plan would either be like have everything, or the plan currently is everything that I'm building that's AFKable should be within like loading distance of that fishing farm. I
accidentally found the hole.
Oh my god!
Help you up. There you go. If you go back to where you were, I've got you out. So they're finally getting out of here.
Why'd you make 4 cups? I thought you only have to make one cup now, right?
Literally symmetry is the only reason.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I thought, kind of.
Yeah, there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of like, because it kind of annoys me because there's 10 villagers, which means 2 of them have 3 in and 2 of them have 2 in. But
Ooh,
I could just add the 10 in one, which to be fair is probably what I'll do if I go up like higher levels, because the amount of issues I had with this, getting these guys in separate pods it was insane.
Last time I made one of these, I made 4 cups, but I only loaded one of them.
I could do that. That's actually a good point.
But you couldn't see into the cups, so it didn't.
Well, I guess like from here you can see the villagers on there, but you can't actually see those. So you can't see the other 3, so
right.
I guess it's doable there. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that. The only issue I had, or the other issue I had with this is, I'm not sure if it's a Spigot issue or if it's just my side issue or whatever. It's probably not Spigot because Spigot's quite good. But like, I've had the issue I've had with the villager farm is that like if you hold a villager into a minecart for too long and then push it, it kind of like desyncs itself. So I was just randomly pushing invisible like villagers within minecarts. It might just be chunk loading issues. I'm not sure, but.
One problem with iron farms on Spigot actually is they'll randomly decide to make the iron golem with them in the cup. So if you ever find it's not doing anything, that might be.
Well, I don't think they can spawn in that because it's only 2 high, and I think they need 3 high to grow. So.
Okay, you didn't do my mistake, which I made it big enough that they could make an iron golem inside, which was dumb.
I did on the one I was going to build before this. I actually was like, why isn't it being as efficient? And I realized like on some of the edges with the redstone and stuff. It was because it was an iron farm that for some reason needed redstone. Well, I know why, but like, this is a lot more simpler. And like they were just spawning on these platforms. I'm like, that's maybe why. I should probably, block this
Quick
off.
question though.
Yes.
Why do you trap the?
I don't actually trap them. They just kind of fall in there. This was like entirely packed, and I was like, why am I seeing a lot of red? Oh, wait a minute. So I came through recently and just kind of like got rid of a few of them, but I guess I should probably just like.
He's a cow trapper. He's hardcore like that.
Well, I mean,
I was gonna say, is this how you like get the cows to like give to people? Like, do you just trap them in here and then transport them? I was like, I don't know.
No, I actually, if you come back over to the main bit of the base, you can actually see where I've been breeding them. It's kind of, pretty boring, but because I've got like wheat and I don't really trade it, like, because you can use to make a villager willing, you actually only need 3 bread in comparison to like 12 carrots, which is kind of nice. But again, you need like 12 wheat to make 3 bread, but you can just trade 1 emerald for 3 bread at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and that will reset your trades. So I've been doing that, but like I've just been using my spare wheat on these guys just constantly.
But hang on. With all your villager like knowledge, why aren't you having villagers auto harvest your crops for you?
I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Pretty much.
I was hoping you'd be like, what?
No, I actually have a spot picked out behind the villager farm for it as well.
God dang it.
That was like, I was building this, I was like, that's a great place for it. But I'm still like thinking of like not designs, but like if I'm gonna make it so that, because I could obviously make it where I could just store the carrots or potatoes or beetroot or whatever, or I could have it just go in like feed the villagers to make them breed. And I'm just kind of questioning, do I want to actually like, overpopulate the little chamber? Because if I remember correctly, they changed it in the game where like mobs will bounce off each other, which is kind of what these guys are doing.
Yes.
And I don't want like 100 villagers within 1 block, which is actually double what's about in there now, because there's about 50 in there. So.
Well, actually, did you see in 1.11 they're gonna suffocate if they hit too many villagers, or if they hit too many other hitboxes?
Damn it.
If a mob encounters 16 or more hitboxes in a tick or something like that, they'll suffocate. They'll start suffocating. So like all farms will basically, like grinders, everything is going to be, I'm sure they'll take it out because last time they broke grinders, people like flipped their crap. So
yeah, they did the same with iron farms. They broke those and everybody kind of flipped.
Yeah, they
with
fixed them right away. They took that back. Yeah.
But like, I guess it just means a redesign's going to be neat, because if you come over here, you can just see how many guys are in it.
Oh god, it's actually, I think it's going to be a game rule, so I think I can just turn it off. So I'll probably do that, honestly, because I don't think anybody wants that.
Well, we'll have to just see how it pans out. Otherwise, I'll just have to, I'm sure there's enough people in the community that will find like fixes for it. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be
know,
something.
people
new for
find
that,
fixes
for sure.
like new things within just the snapshots anyway. So yeah, like they fixed.
Yeah, I don't
like,
care. It's all worth it for the llamas.
Like they broke the fishing farm. Like in 1. This fishing farm here
Yeah.
breaks in 1.11, and like people in the snapshots have already fixed it. And I think all I have to use is a note block, and it's fixed. So
Really?
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm expecting some like crazy song here one day. You're like our redstone guy. If we were like Minecraft, you'd be Etho.
That is the greatest compliment I've ever been given. I'm gonna wear that as a badge. That's going in my channel title bar thing, like in my channel art.
Nice.
If we were Minecraft, you'd be Etho.
Just name your chest plate that, so that way everyone just highlights over your chest plate and it says that.
That's going to be my sword's name, so when I kill someone.
Ah, perfect.
But the problem is, then I've got to leave, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you for showing us your. Is that all there is?
Yeah, other than the 2 random zombie or skeleton horses, which I have.
Yeah, which are too rare in this game, I feel.
This guy has, like, 26 hearts.
Whoa, jeez.
Yeah, he's pretty insane. But he's probably, like, super slow, so.
Dang. Well, yeah, they're really, really rare, so I don't see very many skeleton horses.
I have do you want to trade? I have too many of
No,
them.
I was just kidding. I found like 100 a day or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't really populated our area very much, and since we only have our small island as a place where things can spawn, really, since we've pretty much lit up all underground, we get a lot of them.
Dude, it's so bad. Like I know in 1.11 they reduced their spawn rate by they made 1/5 of what it currently is, but like that's not enough.
That's still probably not enough.
Yeah, they need to reduce it by like 100th of what it used to be super rare, and now it's like
Yeah.
you just
I
find them
didn't
all.
because I didn't play Minecraft for quite a while. Like I didn't really play 1.9. I kind of only played creative. So when I came across one of these, I was like, last time I checked, these were only like spawnable by commands. So I went up to it and it just like lightning strike 4 of them with skeletons on. I'm like, okay, problem.
They do have zombie horses that don't spawn naturally. I think.
No, they don't spawn. But yeah, I can't imagine, because obviously I think you said the spawn that we go to here isn't actually the spawn chunks, if I remember correctly.
No, it's not.
I cannot imagine what the spawn chunks are like. Well, especially when people aren't on, they're just probably like lightning strikes left, right, and center. It's
Yeah,
probably
I'm sure
absolutely horrible. But yeah, that's it for my biome. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us around. Say bye to Zogog, everybody.
Bye, thank
Bye,
you.
Zogog. Bye, me.